Hello and welcome back to Pro EVO on Cultured Left Foot's YouTube channel. We are Inter Milan v Palmeiras in this one. We're just playing what should be a slightly easier game for Inter Milan, just so that we can try and test out some skill moves and have a different go at shot techniques and things like that. As Palmeiras are actually launching an early attack here on the wing, but Miranda reads that really well and messes up the pass a little bit. But we eventually get it away. And Eder is up front. We're playing a 4-4-2 with Eder and Icardi up front together. Eder a little bit more restricted. So there's a nice little drag back, which causes Eder to actually lose the ball, which doesn't help. Probably a bit unnecessary, but that's the sort of thing we're going for at the moment. Those little... Try out some skills. Oh, I've very much overcommitted there. But we've got back into position, and now we can cover the wide play. That's good. A good little foot in there from the defender, and then we can go up the line into Cancelo. Cancelo infield to Vecino. Vecino comes forward. He's got a lot of space to run into. Palmeiras aren't really pressing him here. Nice little back heel. And then infield. Infield it goes. There's a good run in front of him. Can we work this? Icardi is being held up. And it's a good little touch there. And it's, again, a bit more space. We'll lay it sort of into feet. Shots on. And Jalisson makes the save. And that's a bit of a shame. So... we'll look to Perisic to put a bit of pressure out on the right-hand side of Palmeiras' attack. And they're looking to get in behind. Miranda should have enough there and does. And now Skriniar looks to launch an attack up to Perisic. Into Brozovic, who just turns and keeps the ball well. Holds it up very nicely. Vecino back to Brozovic. Up it goes to Eder. Eder into Icardi. Icardi just uses a little drag back to make some space for him. And we come forward. A little sidestep, just again testing out some of the skills. And we're getting in behind. And I just couldn't put the first time cross in, but we'll take the corner. We'll have the corner in that position. It's not too bad a conclusion to have it. Let's see if we can dink one of these up towards the penalty spot. It's gone high up in the air. It's towards the penalty spot. There's the header. But it's easy for Jalisson in the Palmeiras goal to make the save. As he throws it out short. Haven't seen the computer do too much of that recently, actually. But on the left-hand side, they come forward, and they're not threatening too much to Inter Milan at the moment. But Inter Milan struggling to really put any good moves together. They're defending well, Palmeiras, at the moment. We've got a lot of space over there. Icardi looks to dink it in to Perisic. Just his first touch really let him down, and Jalisson goes long. And at half-time, it's 0-0. Not too much else to report at the moment. We're doing well. We've only had 2 shots. Probably not enough. I mean, 10 minutes of a 5 minutes halves aren't really enough to get a feel for good attacking play and getting shots off and different sort of techniques and things like that. We're just going to try the best we can in two games on this episode we'll have today. As we win the header, it falls in there. Out to Perisic. Perisic turns and then holds off his man well. Uses Dalbert. And he'll go back to Perisic. Perisic infield to Brozovic. Brozovic holds it up well. And then up it goes. This is Brozovic now, sorry. Into Icardi. Over to Eder. But the defence get in the way well. And look to counter. We're just going to track this run and get someone else to put pressure on that. As we come over, Dalbert couldn't get in there. Dalbert's pace makes him a good recovery from Dalbert, to be honest. We'll dink that one into the middle of the park. And that probably wasn't the best decision. Out to Dalbert it goes on the left-hand side. Bit of space to run into for Brozovic. Shall we have a hit? Let's have a hit. Brozovic hits it from range. Oh, not a bad effort from the Croatian. Brozovic, he was just given so much space to run into. He got just the wrong side of the midfield and the defence didn't know whether to pressure him or not. And he got to just outside the net. He's hit it a bit too straight, if anything. And, well, there's the first proper long shot of the game and of the episode, to be honest. So we'll see if there's any more we can get out of this and test the Palmeiras goalkeeper from range. Dalbert with a good header. Icardi's made a run that we're trying to pick out over the top. Didn't get enough on the pass. Like that, the goalkeeper should be coming to get that. Goalkeepers in Pro Evo are a little bit off their line. They're a little bit susceptible to not doing anything. Put a bit of extra power of that to get it to the back post. But Skriniar is beaten in the air. And it's cleared down the line. And Palmeiras are looking to launch something here. But they've worked it backwards. And they're keeping the ball pretty well. So, what are they going to do from this position? We'll let him have it there. We'll put him under a little bit of pressure now. And again, we'll let them have it in these sort of areas. They're not really threatening us. They're going to have to do something quite magical to get through us at this point. As we track that run. And they've laid it back, but that should be pretty easy. There we go. We've cleared that well. Up it goes. Into Candreva. Candreva comes forward. Again, lots of space to run into. He'll just dink this pass off to Perisic. Perisic, oh, he's took a heavy touch. Perisic looking very leggy already in the 79th minute. Maybe we'll look to bring him off. Brozovic as well, looking a little bit tired. We need to track that run, but they've just kicked it out. So now would be a good chance. Let's get a little bit of a change. We'll change the holding midfielder. Borja Valero can come on in holding midfield, and that's the only sub we're making at the moment. I realised I didn't take Brozovic or Perisic off. I took neither of them off. They're two of our best players. We've stayed pretty neutral. We'll go attacking for the last 5 minutes. There's a good run through there. Borja Valero. That's got to be a foul, ref, and it is. Right, interesting. What do we do from this sort of position? It's a bit far out for a shot. Player gets a talking to. Eder Drakina gets a talking to for Palmeiras. We're just going to have to dink this in, I think, and see if we can get something off the second ball. It's dinked in. It's well headed away, to be honest. Borja Valero picks it up. Perisic is down the line. Oh, he got the ball. It's a dangerous tackle, but it's a good tackle. But Perisic is still there. Just can't get past this man. And that was probably going to be our last attack of the game. But Palmeiras might not be done here. As we hold them up well. We'll put them under a bit of pressure. Goalkeeper. Goalkeeper. Goalkeeper has been lobbed. And he's hit the bar. Oh. And we've got a free kick because they dove in the box. If you watch it, I like this in Pro Evo that the computer tries to dive. Oh, I don't know actually. He's been given as a dive, but Miranda came flying in. We'll go long, but I think this is going to be the end of the game, and it is 0-0 in the first game of this episode. Again, it's just a review of the demo, really, just having a look. So we're going to change the teams up for the next game, and we'll see you right there. And so the second game of the episode is going to be Liverpool versus Colo Colo. We're playing as Liverpool. Again, I just want to have what should be a slightly easier game so that we can actually test some things out, see what we can do, or just maybe look at some other skills that we can do. I'm still learning everything, so there goes a little sidestep from Trent Alexander-Arnold. It's a good first ball into Salah. And straight away, Liverpool are looking to break through into Firmino. Firmino outside the box shoots, and it's 1-0. And I will take that as a start. That is a wonderful start. We'll pull out Firmino's celebration as he runs behind the goal. 1-0, an early goal for Liverpool. That would work so well. Trent Alexander-Arnold bulleted a ball up the line into Salah. Salah into Firmino. Firmino to Mane. Back to Firmino. And then from the edge of the box, look at that ball from Alexander-Arnold. Salah just nicks in. Firmino round the corner to Mane. Mane back to Firmino. One touch. And that's a rocket. That's an absolute rocket from Firmino. And Liverpool find themselves 1-0 up early doors and will push for the second as well. 5 minutes in. And we're 1-0 up with my first proper long-range goal on PES. So we'll put them under a little bit of pressure here. We're just going to try and cover this ball down the line. And that's it. They've got him behind. They nearly got him behind. Alexander-Arnold covers it well. I'm looking forward to the... Okay, that's happened. Paredes, I thought that was an easy header for Van Dijk, to be honest. I thought that was a wonderfully easy header for Van Dijk to clear that. But evidently not, because they play it down the left-hand side. Trent Alexander holds him up. He makes a bit of space for the cross with a good shimmy. Puts it in, and with a scissor kick... That's a fantastic goal. I'm not even mad. That's a great goal. Right, let's see if we can get our lead back straight away. As we come forward with Chamberlain. Out to Salah again. Oh, he's let that run the wrong side of him, Dave. Let go of the buttons. As Colo Colo take the throw quickly, trying to build it up. We don't have to... We're playing the Gegenpressing, but we don't have to knacker everybody out by sprinting everywhere. Let's track that run. And that's it. We'll force them over this way. As Alexander-Arnold's going to have a match again against Valdez. And are we going to let him in behind again? He's spun off Trent Alexander-Arnold, who recovered pretty well. But the bounce has fallen. And Karius makes the save, denying Paredes his second of the game. He looks quite decent out front, that Paredes. That was a good little spin-in behind move. Alexander-Arnold stumbled and then just couldn't get the ball. Drilled it in low, and it was actually Van Dijk covering across who deflected it behind. But Colo Colo We scored early, put them under pressure, and they're showing us that they're not here just to have fun. They're here to actually give us a game. Great headed clearance from Henderson. Now, can we launch a counter-attack? We've got Mane on the other side. We're going to keep him sprinting up with the off-the-ball controls. Mane cuts in field. Mane, oh, Salah cut in field and just couldn't pick the right pass. I think I left it too late. I should have maybe moved up a little bit of a other area there as Robertson does well to intercept that. Into Matip. Starting ahead of Lovren in today's game. Out it goes. Oxlade-Chamberlain. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Into Salah. Firmino's made a little run. Plays a nice little two. Into Oxlade-Chamberlain. That's a terrible pass from Oxlade-Chamberlain. I mean, I do quite like that in Pro Evo, that not all passes are completely accurate. That is something I do quite enjoy. Is Paredes has taken that away from Van Dijk's head, and he's putting his strike partner on the left-hand side. Squares it again. Shot off. And Karius with a great save, to be fair to the German. What a save that is. And I thought Van Dijk had that all day, but Paredes just... No, it wasn't Paredes. It was his strike partner. Laid it down, and then wonderful little football this from Kolo. And Karius with a fingertip save, stopping it going into the top right corner, or top left corner of the goal. And we need to see... Oh, they've taken a short one. Cheeky. Not seen the computer do that before either. Karius bounces on the loose ball. Do you know what? We're going to go long to Firmino. Can he hold this up or win the header? He wins the header, flicks it onto Mo Salah, who is tackled but keeps possession of the ball. And back it goes. Right, let's build this. That's a terrible pass. We just about get there, and then I committed with Van Dijk, and we've given a foul away. I'm not surprised by that, because I told him to fly into a tackle, and it looked like we had given... Oh, Henderson was very late. Very, very late. I don't know why I thought that was Van Dijk, but... It's not been the best of first half for Liverpool here. We'll have to see if we can change something around, as Matip tackles him very well. Lays it off to Wijnaldum. Out to Mane. Mane cuts inside very well. Very good bit of footwork there. And the ref calls half-time there. We've just crossed into an attacking position. And Kolo are bossing this, which is very surprising. I thought we'd be all over him at this moment. We'll drop Wijnaldum back. No, that's Mane. We'll drop Wijnaldum back into a flat midfield three, and we'll play the second half and go from there and see what happens. We'll go a little bit more attacking though. We'll up our attackingness and let's get it right in their faces. We're playing gegenpressing, so have we read that? No, we haven't. Trent Alexander-Arnold. We'll just read the run. He's under compression. Oh, I was reading the run, but didn't keep up with him. The cross comes in. Oh, Matip. Van Dijk gets there, and Liverpool look to potentially play themselves into trouble again. As they're going to go wide here, surely. Oxlade-Chamberlain, good press from Salah. And then Salah nicks the ball, and this is the opportunity. Mane's got the pace. He's through on goal. He's one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It's Sadio Mane. He's hit the post. Oh, my word. He's hit the post. Would think this crossing straight away. Mane couldn't get there. And it's hoofed clear by Kolo. And we'll let that go out for a throw. And Mane's hit the post. He was put through on goal by Mo Salah. And he did not take the chance when it presented itself to him. And now the game is back underway. Which now to Henderson. Back to Van Dijk. We'll just give that back to Henderson and then get him running again. Up it goes into Salah. And then Henderson's made a great run and he just got a touch on the ball, the defender, which means the pass was cut out. And that's a foul on Matip from the striker. Not too sure about that, but we'll take it. Thank you very much, ref. As we look at it here, in the rain, Matip is... no, not too much of that. I think it was just more of two players going for the ball. And we'll take this one short to Joel Matip. Matip is the ball. He is the ball, is what I just said. That's not what I meant. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Up it goes. Oxlade-Chamberlain runs off. Mane into Chamberlain. Down to Firmino. Shoots. Top corner. That's more like it. That's a much better goal. Firmino goes off running and then celebrates with Mane. It's 2-1. Roberto Firmino. Is it 2-1 or 3-1? It's 2-1 because Mane hit the post. Firmino getting both the goals for Liverpool today. And we've got a bit more attacking in Kolo. Just can't seem to handle it as Henderson has nicked in. Henderson's nicked in there and he's going a little bit too wide. It looked to dink it across the Firmino for the hat-trick. Probably should have gone straight for goal. I've not had the best of decision-makings there. That's my fault. Nothing to do with the players. Is anyone looking tired? Let's get Alexander-Arnold off and bring on... Oh, it took too long, obviously. We're going to go for... Let's go for the Love Train. We'll dink this one up and see if someone can get free from the Love Train. He's there. Van Dijk. He got his head to it and it's just over the bar. And it's a goal kick. And That's a good little manoeuvre, that. I like that one. Just over the bar. Goalkeeper seemed to have it covered. Not too bad. 2-1 up still. 20 minutes to go. And they're now tightly marking Firmino. Interesting. You thought they would have done that after he scored the first. Matip gets up well and wins the header, but it falls to the Colo player. And that's good defending from Trent Alexander-Arnold. Matip up into Wijnaldum. Back heel, trying to find Oxlade-Chamberlain. It didn't work. And Van Dijk slipped. And Matip recovered well. That should be Karius, isn't it? It is. And we can now use this to launch a quick counter. Lovely flick round the corner, that. As we'll go into Firmino's feet. He'll flick that onto Henderson. Henderson will come forward with it. Henderson is given lots of time and space. He's got Mane outside him. Mane, what can he do? I'm just trying to lose him and I couldn't. I just couldn't shift the ball quick enough in his feet. And that's probably a bit of the fatigue playing in there as we pick that up. And now we'll come forward again. It's a wasted pass from Oxlade-Chamberlain. But we'll pick that. Oh, no, we won't pick that up. And it's a 3-on-2. Right, we need to defend this sensibly. Van Dijk's just going to cover the middle. Their player's gone very, very wide, which is fine with us. And he's crossed it in low. It's hit the defender. I think it was Robertson that got back well. And they'll look to dink in this corner. This is the last attack of the game. And we clear it well. It gets to the edge of the area. Just got to close this down. Bodies flying all over the place. And Matip's there. Hoof it away. And then flick that on. And that is the end of the game. We do get a 2-1 win. Not convincing. I've got a lot to improve on before the full game comes out. Because this isn't even on Superstar. This is top player. And I'm still struggling. It's just going to take time to get used to it. But we'll leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I really hope you're enjoying the Pro Evo stuff on the channel. There will be a Master League series coming up. We just need to figure out which sort of Master League we want to do. Leave a comment down below if there's anything you want to see from Pro Evo when the full game comes out, or anything you want to see on the demo. Would you like me to lower the levels, difficulty levels right down, and we can test out different shooting capabilities and things like that? Let me know. But for now, thank you very much for watching. But I'm out. Cheers.